Hi everyone, my name is Grace and thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I am so excited to share with you guys our first ever confessionals video. Now, confessional is basically you sending me a story of how it's like during this time, whatever you may be going through, and me sharing the experience with our followers. We've had the greatest pleasure of having two people send in stories of their different experiences during this time, and I'm so happy to read them out to you. Our first story comes in from a single mom from Kilimani. I hope you like the story. Sipping on vodka tonic at 1 p.m. My mind is racing. I'm a single mom. I have to keep my head up high. My son is asleep, so I have the privilege of watching movies that has a little sexual content that I fancy. Because let's be frank, I miss getting some, and the body really doesn't know how to hide that stuff. I haven't eaten in 4 days, even though my son does cook something. But usually by the time he wakes up from sleeping, I am exhausted. See, we came up with a routine that would work. I sleep at night, he watches his movies during the day, he cooks, cleans, and mommy makes sure there's food on the table. He's trying so hard to cope with the emotions of an ex who is still in our lives. He wants my son in his life, so does my son, but he claims he does not want me, that he has another damsel. For the past 2 weeks, we have been talking and spending time together, even getting arrested together, so I wonder, where is this damsel? She must be one hell of a mature girlfriend to allow his boyfriend to spend the whole day with his ex and the son at her place. Big up to her. Weird thing is, if you ask him about her, he gets very defensive, but he wants in detail to know who the men I am talking to are. He's very insistent on knowing the details and insists that he is not a jealous man. So, cooped up in the house where you can only work online, what does that really mean? You are always on your phone or computer. You wake up, your son is still watching the movies. He knows it's time to sleep. He sleeps, you answer your emails, take care of business, then what? You turn to Showmax. We have watched the whole catalog. You tell yourself you're not going to drink today. Then, hey, it's 10 a.m. Your ex's ex gets in touch to arrange a meeting with your son. He swore he wouldn't do it again. It's been going on for 8 months. They've got a bro code, him and my son. I am spinning, don't know what to do. Some tell me to ignore this, some tell me to teach him a lesson because he is playing around. What do? I start craving steak. Where can I get good steak? Good question. Then I remember just yesterday the passionate kiss he gave me. He acted like he didn't want it for a bit, but when I walked away, he wanted it even more. At this point, I'm spinning. Then I get a call needing me to follow up on social media accounts I manage and the brands I'm working with, and then I get back to business mode. I take care of that, but I am exhausted. Truly, I need a therapist. I take a sip of vodka, hoping it will calm me down. I walk to the kitchen. My food supply is done. So where is this coming from? Then I stupidly check Instagram and see my friends with their significant others telling us to be strong, and I'm thinking, at least I have the courage to talk. What is happening to those who don't know who to talk to? All this is too much for one person to handle, but we have to push on, right? I'm surviving on anxiety after a few panic attacks. We need each other now to talk about everything and everything. Even the stupid, it helps. Or this is the best time to do matchmaking. Test them for COVID-19, then quarantine them. We need people around. As much as we might hate them, there is a part of us that is fulfilled by them. It's weird how everyone that is single wants to get laid now. Guess true human connection sustains society. That's me for now. Oh, wait. Then I accidentally sent my ex a picture of my bikini intended for my new squeeze. 'Cause he's been asking. You have no idea what I've been going through in the last 3 hours. A raging ex, being blocked, my son wondering why he cannot talk to my ex as they are buddies. By the way, they like Michael Bay as much as I do. Call me a bad mother, but my son is the most disciplined bloke I know. I am tough. I whip him up to straighten him up so that he can grow up to be a good father, husband, brother, and friend. But then I also think of all the other families who cannot afford a quarter of what I have. How do they survive? Can they stay 1 meter away? I have Wi-Fi to watch my movies or do online courses. Do they? As much as I feel depressed and full of anxiety, I think of those families and suddenly I am even. Every day I try my best not to lose it. What about them? Sips her drink. Stay safe. That's a very, very beautiful story from a single mother in Kilimani. Babe, we are so thankful that you decided to share your story with us. And I hope everyone who's watched this video has enjoyed it. But one correction, single people have always been trying to get laid, not just now during quarantine. I mean, it's always been a phenomenon, at least in Nairobi. You people be hoeing. Okay, my next story is from a man in dire need of an intimate connection. He comes from Islands, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Okay. I am a homebody on most days, but with this corona thing, I have felt somewhat confined to my abroad than usual. I don't know whether it's because I had a choice in the matter of coming and going before the COVID-19 thing happened, or because I knew at the end of the day I could drive down the road to have a tipple or a coffee once my workday came to a close. I started this apocalyptic times with the promise to self to work out more and learn to meditate. However, I've chalichined the whole debacle and jerking off more often when I feel the walls closing in. I drink like a fish and I'm eating very badly. I have meditated once since this whole ordeal began. The news cycle on COVID is helping none, so apart from the Daily Show, I am avoiding all other news on this marauding lung fucker. I feel all that have lost their lives. I feel Mother Earth has been overly poetic with how she is handling humanity in what seems like the sixth epoch. Which reminds me, I need a female companion. I feel it be an essential need. How I will clobber one and drag her to my lair given COVID is the subject of a subsequent confessional, I suppose. Damn, single guy from Islands. I mean, we're talking about kidnapping now? I understand though. I understand as a single person during this time, we do need that type of connection. And yeah, I hope you do manage to find a companion without having to clobber one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are inspired to write something, if you feel like you need to share your experience, sometimes it's just therapy for me reading it out loud and for you sharing that story. So please just send in whatever you can to grace@comecloser.media and I will share it with you. I hope all of us have had a very therapeutic session right now. Have a very good day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.